instance, Smarties, which is very similar to M&Ms, Rolo, and maybe Cherry Blossom. Well, GLOSETTE raisins for sure. Smarties and M&Ms and Rolo. Those would not really be considered candy bars, but you would find them in this section. So, anyways, I'm going to start. I'll start with Smarties. Okay. So I've only got 8 today. So Smarties are something that have been around for as long as I can remember. I don't remember a time when Smarties weren't around, so, and I always bought these as a kid. If I can just get the box open. There we go. Now, lots of Smarties. There they are. You know, there used to be a TV commercial years ago. I think I first started about 40 years ago. Remember that song, Blinded Me with Science? She blinded me with science, Well, they used to have a commercial where the guy kind of sang like that. And the tune was about eating your Smarties and saving the red ones for last. Not for any particular reason, but the song would go, when you eat your Smarties, do you eat the red ones last? Do you suck them very slowly or crunch them very fast? Eat that candy-coated chocolate. Tell me when I ask, when you eat your Smarties, do you eat the red ones last? And then this whole chorus line would jump in and it would just go on like that. So Smarties are chocolate. Quite sweet. Now next to Smarties we have Rolo, Bueno, good old TOBLERONE, GLOSETTE raisins, cherry blossoms. I have a Hershey bar and M&Ms. Now, these are so good. I've always liked these. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of jump around a bit. I'm going to open the M&Ms and do a bit of a comparison. Now the M&Ms are they're bigger, but you don't get as many. They're more like oval shape, as where Smarties are more of a disc type shape. They got almost like a peanut taste. Now, if I had to choose, if I had to make a choice as to M&Ms or Smarties, that would be difficult. They're both very good. I don't mean to cop out here. I'm not copping out, but I honestly could not decide which one I like best. If you came to me and said you're going to run down the store and you wanted to get me some M&Ms or Smarties, which I prefer, I would say either one because they're both very good. I know why these taste like peanuts, because there's peanuts inside of them. Silly me. both very good. So, Rolo. Rolo's been around for a long time. One thing I like about this is the package hasn't changed. It's always been packaged this way since I was a kid, mind you. It used to be bigger, I say that all the time, it's true, but the packaging has not changed at all. It's still very much the same. And this box of Smarties has undergone different changes, but you know, it says on here that this is the share size. In other words, this box is something you want to share. When I was a kid, that was just a regular size for 10 cents. You know. So anyway, let's try this. I've always liked these Rolos. I've always liked these. And they have gotten smaller, clearly. That's what they look like. These are very good. There's caramel on the inside. Very chewy. They're very good. These are good when you have them in the fridge or if they're frozen, because they really last a long time that way. These are all very sweet. Wow. Bueno. These are nice. I've always liked these. These are very delicious. These are kind of what I call like a dainty type treat. They just seem so dainty, you know. Trying to wrap it here without breaking something. Try not to break it. There we are. Bit of a wafer in there. Reminds me of Ferrero Rocher, kind of. I've always liked these. These are very good. Very delicious. Yeah, it reminds me of Ferrero Rocher. It's got that flavor that maybe it's like an almond or something, or I can't quite put my finger on it. Toblerone. You know, I've seen Toblerones that were huge. I mean, like baseball bat size, like a novelty type thing. You know, these are very popular at Christmas. At least around here they are. This is the part I always thought was kind of weird, was the way it's segmented like that. One thing about Toblerone that most people would agree with, the chocolate is very good, first class. There's a slight little crunch in there of some sort. Wow. We've had an extremely dry spring. forest fires and wildfires and very dry, unusually dry spring. And we've had a lot of very hot weather. So I've been having to keep these in the fridge. Sometimes, and I took them out yesterday because I was afraid they might discolor a bit, because my last video I had one or two candy bars that kind of discolored a bit because of the being in the fridge, I think. I could be wrong about that. GLOSETTE raisins. When I was a kid, these were always sold in a more long, narrow package. They have GLOSETTE raisins and GLOSETTE peanuts. And they always had like little cellophane windows so you could see inside. These are very good chocolate coated raisins. These are very popular when you go to a movie theater. First thing I notice is the chocolate coating. It's not as good as the chocolate in the Toblerone. I think Toblerone's right, quite well known for its good chocolate. Like even this chocolate here is just nothing compared to that. One thing about Smarties and M&Ms, and little kids like stuff like this because they can play with it, they can sort it out by colors and all that, you know. And the Smarties, the colors have changed over the years. Very good. Yeah, little kids are attracted to stuff with a lot of color. Like I said, something that they can store it out and play with. And the old TV ad about eating your red ones last, you know. I think a lot of people probably would do that after they saw that ad. I've always liked GLOSETTE's chocolate coated raisins. Now here's something that shrunk. I never much cared for these when I was a kid because they were always kind of messy. You bite into it, it comes out of there like lava. All that sugary, you know, maraschino and whatever. It's, used to be very pink on the inside, pink and white and whatever. But it was always very messy. It was a lot bigger. So it's just like one of those big maraschino cherries that you see at Christmas time, you know. Now the base is a very thick, solid chocolate. Finally got down to the cherry a little bit there. It's not at all like it used to be. It used to just come running out. Okay, there it is a little bit. Like I said, I never really cared for these things that much. Extremely sweet. of sickening. Oh, there we are. So, good old Hershey's. My fingers got kind of slippery here. Hershey with almonds. I read an interview with John Lennon years ago, and he said that this was his favorite candy bar. So, right away I can tell you which is my least favorite. The maraschino, the cherry blossom they call it. That's my least favorite. Honestly, don't think I can stand to eat any more of that. My favorites, and not in any particular order, would definitely be the Toblerone. I like the Bueno. I like these Rolos. When they've been in the fridge, like I said, when they cool off a bit. They're fun to eat, very tasty, very caramely. M&Ms and Smarties. Very similar. You know, I've said this many times when I was a kid. 25 cents would buy you any one of these, and they were bigger, and a bottle of pop. I can eat the GLOSETTEs, but they're not quite as crunchy. Not much noise to them. Now maybe it's just me, but it seems to me a lot of the stuff tasted different. Now it could be because they've changed, instead of using sugar they use something else, or maybe they've changed the recipe somehow, or of course when I was a kid everything tasted better. All this sweet stuff just tasted wonderful, yeah. The M&M's color is much brighter than the Smarties. Wow. This is very sweet. I'm not used to eating this kind of sweet stuff. Like I rarely ever buy a candy bar, So I get a real sugar high when I eat this kind of stuff. It's like, wow. I feel like I need to guzzle water and eat a salad. So, I just finished saying we've had an unusually dry spring, but yesterday and today we finally got some rain. because the gardens needed it, the lawns needed it. Everything's so dry. Because we have so many forest fires burning and that sort of thing. I heard on the news today that 29 of them were out of control. Actually, there's a forest fire burning, and Linda's son lives in another town, and he can't go to work because the road's closed. Now, one thing about this rain, aside from the fact that we need it for the gardens and the lawn and all that, it makes the air smell so fresh. It's so nice. Walking the dog last night and this morning, it's just so nice. Just that wonderful, fresh smell. Wow, really good. And everything looks so vibrant. All the flowers, everything seems to look more colorful, and now it looks really good. I do like GLOSETTE raisins, they are good. But like I said, as I get older, I enjoy sweet stuff, but not. I guess I like good quality sweet stuff. Like I said, I would go for the TOBLERONE first, you know. About done. I was recording a video yesterday, or a couple days ago, and one of my lights just went out. Not sure what that was all about. It's working now, but I don't know if it's the connection, or I thought maybe it got too hot or something, but it didn't, so I don't know, kind of weird. I think it was probably just the connection. I know you can't see it, but I got lights and cords running everywhere. I really cannot bear to take another bite of this thing. It's definitely not my favorite. Ooh. It's good chocolate. Everybody loves TOBLERONE. I'm gonna have to clean my table off here after. Wow. Getting a bit sticky and gooey. Wow, this makes me thirsty. Really thirsty. Oh, wow. I went to the dentist the other day. Had my cleaning and checkup. No cavities. I rarely have a cavity anymore. You know, it's funny because years ago, honestly, 6 or 7 cavities. It was ridiculous. And then I finally, this, 30 years ago, I finally started looking after my teeth. The thing that bugged me the most was I always had a dental plan, so it was paid for, but I didn't like the fact that I have to spend my only 2 days off going to the dentist for at least one of those days, or sometimes both. I had better things to do with my time off. So that's why I started looking after my teeth. But I guess the point I'm trying to make is when I went to the dentist, it's hard to believe that I could eat this kind of stuff and not have a cavity. But then again, I don't eat it all the time. Even though I have already done a couple of videos like this is not something I do every day. And I'm not going to finish this, believe me. That's going in the garbage. The Toblerone probably go in my fridge, and the Bueno. The rest of the stuff I'll give to somebody. The roads are very wet. I hear the cars going by. You can hear the water on the road. A lot of times when it hasn't rained for weeks or months, there's a lot of accidents. I think people forget how to drive when it's wet. They don't slow down. And I think there's a lot of oil on the roads and stuff like that. People slide around corners and everything. Wow. I'm just kind of buzzing right now. Holy smokes. This might be one of my shorter videos. I'm finding it hard to find just your average candy bars, So I've done 2 videos, one with 12, one with 10, one with 8. So that's 30 different things I've profiled now in 3 videos, a total of 3 videos. If I do this again, I'll have to move on to something completely different, like more exotic chocolate or stuff like that, or imported or something, I know the bulk barn sells stuff that you don't normally buy anywhere else. And some of the stuff about the dollar store, the dollar store has a lot of stuff that I don't see anywhere except for the dollar store. And but they're always quite big, Like they'll have like 3 bars in each one, right? Like they have the coconut one, they have this other one. I forget what it's called, but it's actually quite good. But like I said, the only place I ever seen was a dollar store. And I thought about doing a candy video, like there's a store at the mall that sells just Asian candy. I think it's Japanese candy. I think that'd be kind of interesting. And the dollar store sells all kinds of different, candy and stuff, so I'll have to make sure I flush my system after I eat all that stuff. So, well, I know. When I was a kid, this would have been like a dream come true, just to dive in there and just go crazy, I remember as a kid, when I was like 8 or 10 years old, I'd go to the bakery, for instance, and I'd see all these beautiful cakes and everything, and just all this stuff. And I always said, when I'm a grown-up, I'm going to buy whatever I want and just eat it. Well, unfortunately, when you become a grown-up, you realize you just can't do that. Not that you can't afford it, but it's just that it's not healthy, But as a kid, it was more about not having the money to do it. So when I was a grown-up, I'd have all the money to buy all the cakes and junk I wanted. But, wow. Like this morning, I stopped and had coffee at this little restaurant I've always wanted to go to. Always wanted to stop there. So this morning, I finally did. It's one of those little, it's like this little cafe that's, a little cafe that's in this new condo building. I stopped there. It's really nice. I had a blueberry lemon muffin. That's really nice because they make everything right there, you know. And there was a young fellow sitting with his girlfriend across from me. He had this big cinnamon bun with all this cream cheese icing on there. And he's just got his knife and fork. He's just eating away. And I thought, oh, that looks so good. And I remember I used to eat stuff like that all the time. But, you know, as good as it is, it's just really very fattening. If I eat that, that would have to be my lunch. You know, because I couldn't eat that and have lunch on top. Just too many calories. Well, I made a mess here. I got some wrappers and stuff. Wow. Anyways, that's it, my friends. So I'm going to say goodbye. I want to thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, a lot of this stuff is just, you know, maybe I'm getting tired of all this candy and stuff too. This is my third video, so it doesn't really excite me that much anymore. It's like I said, it's almost kind of sickening to eat this kind of stuff. But I want to thank you for tuning in. I hope you're looking after yourselves and looking after each other. So until next time, you stay amazing